edition of Inside the Headset. We're on the campus of Blackman High School. I got with me the head coach of the Blackman Blaze, head coach Chandler Tygard. How you doing today, Coach?
I'm good, Stork. How are you, buddy?
Doing great, doing great. Well, it's here. You've got 2 games left. You've been hot the last couple of games, been winning. You wiped out Antioch, I think it was, a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it? Right before the break.
Homecoming, yeah.
And then you went out and you took care of Rockville in a region game. You've had fall break. Talk to me a little bit about the Blackman Blaze. You're in a real good spot right now. Sitting in the second spot. You know, you're sitting in the second spot. You've got Cookville tomorrow night. Not that great of a team. They've been struggling. I mean, well, not that great of a team. And what I mean is they're just having a tough time. I mean, it's Cookville days. They've been hot at times. Jimmy Maynard in the past had them. I mean, they gave Blackman all they wanted in the past and stuff. Struggling a little bit this year to find where they need to be as a team. But at the same time, you've got one other game left. What I'm saying is here, I talked to all the other coaches the same way. You've kind of got your destiny in front of you. You know you're playing, just like I told Will Kreisky. He's got his plan. Gut's got his plan. You know, how do you feel? Let's talk about that.
We're happy where we're at. So we had a big win against Rockville last week. So we secured the number 2 seed.
Right.
And then we're hosting Cookville, so it's our first responder night. So we get the military appreciation, and we got to do all that cool stuff, and the helicopter and cannon. Same deal we did last year for one of the games. So that's really neat. That's a special night for us. But Cookville, honestly, they pass the ball really well.
Okay.
So they're the number 1 passing team in the state in 6A. They're right behind us. So their quarterback.
Where have they struggled? Where is the points where you see? Is it just
turnovers early? I mean, they should have beat Gallatin, but they turned it over 4 times.
That's
And so, but they're young, so they're playing a sophomore quarterback, and he's right behind Jack Reisner in 6A for passing. He's like 400 yards behind Jack, but he's the number 2 leading passer in the state, and they're throwing it. They've attempted more passes than we have, so that's saying something there. So they do a good job. Their coach came from Gardner Webb. They've got 3 family members all on staff, and they got a bunch of former college coaches. The head coach at Tennessee Tech is the assistant coach there. And so they're well coached. They know what they're doing.
The jail will be there. That's what I'm saying. That jail will be there next year, probably, just like Coach Rankin talked about last night on Inside the Headset. Getting his program in there, getting it implemented. We went through a little bit of that last year, you know, and so you kind of know that road, but in a much better position this year.
Yeah, and so we brought a lot of kids back this year. So offensively, we're doing well. So we're averaging like 475 yards a game, and we're throwing it all over the place, and running the ball well now, and we've got a bunch of special kids. So we had a good week last week. We got to get through Cookville, focus 1 game at a time. You've got Siegel to end the season, which was a close game last year. They're going to fight. Fight you to the end. So.
And that's because some of the cards that are playing out. You know, you talk to Ravenwood. He's got to win the next 2 games. If not, he boards the bus and goes to Memphis.
Yeah. So the good part is we're in and we're the team.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You're not playing in that. We got to win the next 2.
No, it's more about just playing well, staying, keeping your timing, especially passing game wise, staying healthy.
No penalties, playing Blackman ball.
We feel good where we're at, but at the same time, we've got a bunch of guys out, and we're hoping to get some back. And this time of the year,
who's out that you need back?
Well, Donovan Holloway's been out most of the season.
Will you get him back by playoffs?
We hope so.
Okay.
We hope so. Our starting right guard has been out for a couple weeks now.
Will you get him back by playoffs?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
And so we're just battling through some injury things, and Jacob moved from wide out to defensive back with his thumb again. So, we just got to make it work. Everybody's got injuries. Everybody got people out, and you just got to move them around and make it work. And that's why you rep so many kids too, multiple quarterbacks and all this kind of stuff. Any
accolades you'd like to give to some of the younger kids that have been coming up? Any names you'd like to mention of guys that have come on and are going to be great guys on the turf?
Yeah. We've got a bunch of young guys that are doing well. Our Thursday practices are neat because it's in full pads, and we call it the JV Super Bowl because they get to dress up and go against the varsity guys and take it seriously. So those guys have done really well. Like Jaden Maxwell's on kickoff.
There we go.
We got little Hollywood playing corner now. Mark James Jr. is his name. So we've got a bunch of them young guys. Isaiah Molina has started the last couple games at right guard.
Great.
Ian Molina's played a bunch at center. So we've got a bunch of sophomores out there that are playing. So that part's good. We're senior heavy on offense. but defensively, we've been rotating young guys all season. So.
Trying to get better, and
Yeah.
you've been working on that all season.
Yeah,
you want to get better.
And it'll flip next year. We return a lot of guys on defense next year, and then we got to restart on offense. We can't try to seem to get them at the same time. But.
Anything else you'd like to say about the faculty and staff and all the support you get here at
Well,
Blackman High School? Because it's everybody says this is the best job in the county,
Yeah,
Coach. They tell you.
Our atmosphere is awesome, Stork. And this week is really special, because we've got our salute to service night. We've got a relationship here with JROTC like I've never seen at any school. So Colonel Gaylord runs that program, and then they've got.
I used to do the lids and see them out in the morning
And so
running.
they've got the Raider
yeah.
teams out there running. I went to the JROTC ball last year, and they only invite one teacher a year. And so they took me and my wife to the ball, and it's like nicer than prom. I mean, they go above and beyond here. And so we've got an awesome relationship with them, and they helped us kind of pick out our camouflage sweatshirts for tomorrow night. And we got JROTC hats, and we get them some football gear. And every time we score, their cadets are over there doing push-ups. So last week they're hitting 62 at the end, on the push-up platform. I don't know if you saw it. You've seen it.
Yes,
Where
yes,
the
it-
flames
yeah,
are going,
yeah.
they're holding up the platform,
Right.
and those kids are just knocking out push-ups. So they were struggling last week at the end of the game. But that relationship is special. I've never seen that in any other school. And not just JROTC, but we get along with basketball better than any other school I've been with. So traditionally, places that or areas of the school that don't get along, those are like some of our most.
I went to school
that's
where
what
nobody got along, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm talking theater and drama and places that traditionally don't get along well with football, and then we get along.
We fought with the band, and now I can't
No,
figure out why.
yeah.
Now I can't figure out now
No.
because I'm married to my wife was in the band. I grew up; she was in the band, and I'm married to her, and we grew up together. And we hated the band.
So
we
I've
hated
got even football coaches in Alabama that were watching our live stream, and they start commenting on our band because there's so many of them, and they do such a good job at halftime. Like, guys who shouldn't be commenting on this stuff are like, man, y'all got a really good band. And then I tell our band that, and these coaches couldn't even believe that they're not a competition band.
No, they're not.
Just here for games.
Just for fun.
And so, man, this place, you're right. So atmosphere-wise, it's really special, and we've got it rocking right now. So it should be tomorrow night with the helicopter and the. Last year we had a Black Hawk. This year we've got the Vandy Life Flight Copter, and they're giving a special shout out, to all the people who have served, including my wife's cousin that we just lost recently in a helicopter crash. So give a special shout out to him and his family. We'll send that down to Chattanooga. So it's gonna be a good night, man. So that's my favorite night of the year.
Tomorrow night, right here at the Inferno, that'll be the Cookeville Cavaliers and the Blackman Blaze, and that kickoff's at 7 o'clock right here at the Inferno.
Go Blaze.